Well, good morning, everyone. Okay, so we're getting close. We're getting close. If you go to the next slide, 15-month project. This project is, when we started, it was scheduled to be 15 months of build. We're still on schedule. 11 months are in the rear view mirror. So that leaves, and actually, because there's about a week less, so that leaves less than 4 months to go before we're in the new building. So is that crazy? Yeah. And we're under budget at 11 months. We're on schedule. That's almost unheard of in church construction or in any type of big project like this, to be under budget and on schedule. So we owe that all to, not to anyone in this room, including me, we owe that to somebody who's making this happen, because it shouldn't be happening like this. And it's a very blessed project, and God is really making this thing go. So he's got a plan for our church. He's got a plan. All right, next slide. So the exterior of the building you can kind of see in the background, but if you go to the next slide, that's it right now. I mean, it's really coming together. Take a look at, I mean, you can see how it's shaping up. You can see the front. Even the drive-it or stucco on the front's getting mostly done. Now the rest of it, all that glass on the front is going in soon, and all the stonework is starting on Monday on the front of the building, which will finish off the exterior of the building. So it's getting there. It looks great, doesn't it? Yeah. Next shot. Volunteers. Our volunteers have been amazing. So if any of you have participated, I go on site and the volunteers are working and they're all smiles. So if you want to have fun and you want to be all smiles, I think we all do, right? Come on site and help us, volunteer and help with the project, So, but this room that you're looking at right there, they did all the painting in that. They did every bit as good a job as the professionals out there. Look at how great it looks. And you can see cabinets are in, carpets in. Some of the rooms are getting really finished. That's how close, some of this area in the building is getting. So next shot. You can see the cabinetry, the painting that our volunteers did. And then we have our IT data team. So Ken Edwards, let's give Ken a hand. He's been leading that. Amazing work. Roger Van Asten leading the painting crews. Josh leading all the volunteer projects, and then all the teams that are participating. So one more hand for all of our volunteers. Awesome. Next shot. That's the Little's Lounge, they're calling it now, formerly known as the Rumpus Room, but that's where all the play equipment will go. Our volunteers painted all that area, included the hallway. You can see how amazing that looks. Next shot. So painting is 97% complete. Is that great? Yeah, I mean, that's how they've done the whole admin wing, first and second floor, the whole education wing on the lower level classrooms, and all they have left is the baptistry areas, changing rooms when those are finished up. So they're 97% complete. Next slide. The IT data work, pulling the wiring, which is the big portion of that project, is 50% done. I know that they could use a hand here and there, so if you're willing to, make sure you sign up, or when you get a call that you show up, because that's about half the project done. They've got about half to go, so I'm sure they could use a little extra help. And like I said, it's a fun time. I've never seen anybody out there, griping or anything. So, okay, next shot. So progress on the project. I'll show you some pictures. So I left some pictures in from last month when I gave this same presentation. So the next shot, if you look in the bottom left corner, it says 1 month ago. So I showed you this 1 month ago. So now go to the next shot. You can see that's the center, and that screen with the wood on the background. That actually is just for the mounting, the wood part, but the screen takes up that whole thing. It's going to be like it's floating in space. 31 feet wide, 10-foot high LED wall. And then there's 2 side screens that go up on those side walls, but you can see how that's all coming together and taking shape. Next slide. Here's a shot on the second floor admin. This is the open office or the collaborative workspace up there. It's all painted. The ceiling's all painted. Wiring's in. Ready for hanging lights. It's really coming together. Next shot. Here's another one. I gave you this one a month ago. See in the bottom left-hand corner, that's the fireplace. To the left is the entrance to the youth center, and to the right is the entrance to the kids' worship. Okay, next shot. That's it right now. So that was taken just this week. You can see all the stone above the entrance to the worship center. That fireplace is getting tiled. That's going to start, I believe, this week. Get all tiled all the way to the ceiling. So you can see how quick this is going. Next slide. This is the lobby. Windows on the right, mezzanine on the left, and then the hospitality suite in the middle. There's a champion's room. If you go to the next shot, that was a month ago. This is it right now. All the stone's up. It's all shaped up. It's ready for the glass overhead doors that are going to go in. So things are just rocking and rolling, I guess you'd say. Next slide. And this is Andy Soto, who's doing our AVL, put this up. This is on the back wall, so like I'm looking at that screen back there, that's what that frame is for, an LED wall on the back wall for the praisers and the pastoral team to be able to see, or anyone on stage to be able to see. That's a 10-foot by 5-foot LED wall, and that's the frame, so that's up. That whole wall's painted. You see the ceilings painted up there, and they got that up, so that's really cool. All right, next slide. So what's happening? So fiber internet was installed to the building. We don't have internet in the building yet, but they installed the fiber just in the nick of time because now they got it all ready for concrete to go around. So they got it in underground into the building. So we've got that installed. The elevator, on Monday, they're going to start installing the elevator. That's pretty cool. The entrance to the stone, like I told you, out front, all that, and inside too, all the pillars and all the stonework, that's starting on Monday. The lobby windows, they actually started them. You can see on the front, there's some frames that they're putting in, not the glass yet, but the frames. And over the next 3 weeks, that whole front, that's going to be transformed. If you've been out on site, well, I'm sure we're going to do more tours, so you get to see it. But once all that glass is in across the front, it's going to be incredible, incredible. Curb and gutter on the whole site, they're starting on June 9th. So all around the parking areas, all the islands around the building, all the curb and gutter, and then all the concrete on site, including our outdoor patio and all the aprons and all the sidewalks and all that, starting on June 16th. Electric service to the building. This is our main electric service, 3-phase, 480, 1200 amp service is all getting run to the building. That'll happen in about 4 weeks. It'll be complete. In about 4 weeks, there'll be power to the building. We have temp service electric to it right now, but this will be our actual electric service. And anyone who's been on our website and was getting addicted to the construction cam, and I know there's a few, because I've heard, when is it going to be back up? When is it going to be back up? It is kind of addictive. If you go on there, you can watch all the guys work and see all the progress, and everything. I think lightning took it out, so I'm not sure, but it's sent back in under warranty. They've got it. Hopefully we get it back within a week and we get it back up and running. So look forward to that on the website, but right now it's down. Next shot. Prayer points are baptistry. So there's a local building inspector that determined our baptistry was a public pool and had to meet public pool code, which involves things like bonding and grounding and some other things and a bunch of issues. So just so you know, we have a public pool on site. I think the neighbors are going to love it. I'm not so sure that's the intent we had for the baptistry, but at least we'll get them in there. Maybe when they're in there, we can put them under in Jesus' name, right? But I'm asking for prayer about this just because I think we've worked through most of it with them. It's going to cost us about $2,000 to do some grounding and stuff around there, but now he's starting to balk a little bit again. He's being like that, So what I'd like you to pray is not that he gets hit by lightning like our construction cam, but just that he gets favorable to the project. God blesses him. Okay, God bless him. Next shot. So keep that in your prayers. So Seat for Souls ends today. We donated to that. That's a super cool thing. $225 for a seat. If you donate $225, you're buying a seat. I bought 10 seats, one for everyone in my family, extended family, and some of the people I'm going to bring into the new church, right? So if you haven't donated yet, go to the next slide. We pledged $85,000. So far what's come in is $71,000. It's awesome. 83% of what's coming in, but today is the due date. So if you haven't met your pledge, please please do that. And if you want to donate $225, it's just kind of a faith thing, right? For me, I think it's really special. Buy seats for people I want to see there, which I know is going to happen. So if you want to donate to that yet, you can still do that, and we'd appreciate that you would. So, and they're going to be amazing seats too. Incredible. Next shot. All right, contributions to the project. May contributions were $11,000. You gave $11,796.87. We were able to use funds from our just normal giving. We were able to add $37,500, which we're doing monthly now, to that toward the building project. So we put almost $50,000 in the month of May toward the building project. That's incredible. Yep, that's awesome. So thank you very much. Last slide. And if you want to stand and enter into a time of worship. Thank you.